Welcome to English Module 2 for Week 2 only. So kindly disregard what is written on the left side of the module. So this is supposed to be submitted on Monday next week instead of having it for 2 weeks, because this is only for 1 week lesson. So English 1, write your name first before we begin. So English 1 week 2 is about sentences and non-sentences. So when words are combined, you will be able to form a phrase or a sentence. So we have here the terms or the words phrase and then sentence. So a phrase is a group of words. So it is a non-sentence. So therefore, when you see the word phrase, this can be considered as non-sentence. So when we say non-sentence, not a sentence. So it does not have a complete thought. When we say complete thought, it doesn't say a complete, or it doesn't tell a complete story. So a sentence, so while on the other hand, sentence is also a group of words, so same with phrase, a group of words that gives a complete thought or idea. So they differ on the thought given. So if phrase, it does not tell a story because it's not yet complete. So the sentence now, it tells a story. So kumbaga mas kompleto ang sentence, unlike with phrase, medyo pa siya bitin. Okay, at the end of the lesson, you are expected to recognize sentences and non-sentences. So this is the objective. So let's move on to the examples below. For A, the sentence for this picture is, the family prays together. For B, example based on the picture, Ethan and Joy. And for letter C, example, a talented girl. And for letter D, example, based on the picture, they study their lessons. So we have examples A, B, C, and D. So from among the four examples, so examples A and D are sentences. So let's go back to the example. So A and D, so it means this one is a sentence. So I'll make use of S. That stands for sentence, and D is also considered as sentence. So therefore, the family prays together and they study their lessons are examples of sentences. Why is it so? So they show complete idea. Each has its own subject and predicate. So when we mean by subject and predicate, this tells you the in short, these are the parts of a sentence. So when we say subject, and when a sentence has subject and predicate, so therefore it will be a basis that it is a sentence. So kapag wala naman, if one is not present in the sentence, then therefore it will not be considered a sentence. So while examples B and C are non-sentences, so they do not show complete meaning. So let's go back to the sentences, to this examples. So example B, ang sabi daw, example B is a non-sentence. I'll make use of NS, which stands for non-sentence. Hindi daw siya sentence. And then another is letter C, as also a non-sentence. So why? Because they do not show complete meaning. Alin ba doon? What does it mean? So Ethan and Joy. So what does it say about Ethan and Joy? Wala. So therefore, it is not a complete thought. Wala pa. There's no story yet. So parang nabanggit lang, Ethan and Joy. There's nothing nothing was mentioned about Ethan and Joy. So parang they just name names. So therefore, it's a non-sentence. Another one, ito naman, a talented girl. So what is it about the talented girl? So kulang pa. It does not tell a story yet. So therefore it's a non-sentence. So the examples will show you how they differ, how sentence and non-sentence differ from each other. Okay. For the first activity, this is an activity about non-sentences. Where in column A are pictures, just like the examples given. They make use of pictures. And then on column B are phrases or non-sentences. So if you notice, shorter but not all the time, ang non-sentences are short. So, hindi dapat. So, you have to determine or you have to identify first if they tell a story, if they have a complete thought. But for these examples on column B, these are just phrases. Wala pa siyang story. So, we're going to connect them to the correct picture. So, the learning task 1, match the pictures in column A with the non-sentences in column B. Write the letter of your answer. So, I'll mention what is written under column B, and then you just choose where to write the letter. Okay, so the pictures are clear. Letter A, a pretty dress. A pretty dress. Where are you going to put A from the choice from the blanks in numbers 1 to 5? Letter B, a beautiful rose. Which one here is a picture that will fit the phrase or non-sentence, a beautiful rose? Letter C, the two eyes. The two eyes. Letter D, a big vase. A big vase. And then letter E, the last leaf. The last leaf. Okay, kindly review your answers. Make sure that you do not leave any blank. And then let's proceed with the next page. Okay, for learning task 2, match the pictures in column A with the sentences in column B. Write the letter of your answer on the blank. So this time we have sentences. So tingnan nyo. This one is short, but this one is considered a sentence. So do not just depend, teacher, this is short, so therefore this is a phrase. So it's not all the time. So we have to look into what the sentence tells us. So if it tells a complete thought, ibig sabihin may pinag-uusapan, and then it tells about the pinag-uusapan, so it's a sentence. And another one, so isa pang clue, pero usually when I give this as test or as activity, minsan hindi ko inaayos yung pagkakasulat para at least dapat sana magbasa. The children have to read, they have to understand if this is a sentence or a non-sentence. Okay, so if the sentences are correctly written, so may ano dyan, parang may clues. So if it starts with a big letter and ends with a punctuation mark, like for this examples or for the choices under column B, so they all begin with big letters and they all end with a period. So wherein period is one of the punctuation marks. So if they end with a period, question mark, exclamation mark, so it is a sentence. So but most of the choices, or but most of what is written under column B is they all end with a period. So it tells a story. Okay, so we have here 5 pictures to choose from. So you write the letter. Now, letter A, Aura sleeps well. Aura sleeps well. Letter B, they are nice parents. They are nice parents. Letter C, Linda fixes her bed. Linda fixes her bed. Letter D, Anthony takes a bath. Anthony takes a bath. And then letter E, my mother washes her clothes. My mother washes our clothes. So if you're done with this task, you may proceed with the next page. So this is the discussion part. So we're in. It will show you the differences of sentences and non-sentences. So when words are combined, you will form a group of words which may either be a sentence or a non-sentence. So group of words, pwede siyang two or more. So let's begin with sentence. How is it different? So a sentence is a group of words. It tells a complete thought or idea. It is composed of a subject and a predicate. It begins with a capital letter, so yung nabanggit ni teacher, and ends with a period or a question mark or an exclamation point. So ibig sabihin tapos na. Tapos na yung expression. Okay, study the sample sentences below. So it will tell us which one is the subject and the predicate. So as I have mentioned, so these are simply the parts of a sentence. Pag ito, if both of these are present, it means it is a sentence. So like for these examples given, so Ella plays the piano. So this is a complete sentence. Why? It has the subject Ella. So it means who or what is being talked about. Ano bang pinag-uusapan sa sentence? So this is what subject means. So it answers who or what is being talked about. Tungkol ba saan? Okay, so if this can answer the question, it means that you have the subject in the sentence. And then the predicate, it simply supports the subject or it tells something about the subject. So pag ito din tells something about the subject. If this is present, then therefore it is a sentence. So pag pareho yan check in a given group of words, so it means it is a sentence. Another, the sun rises in the east. So what is being talked about? The sun. What is being said about the sun? Ano bang sinabanggit tungkol sa sun? Rises in the east. So therefore this is a sentence. And then next, the garden is beautiful. What is being talked about, or who in case it's a person? So ang pinag-usapan dyan is the garden, and what does it say about the garden? It's beautiful. So therefore, even if this is a short one, this is a sentence. So parang nagkikwento siya, hindi bitin. So that is a sentence. But on the other hand, a non-sentence, like a phrase, is also a group of words. Pareho, group of words din with sentence. Unlike a sentence, it does not tell a complete thought or idea. So ito yung nabanggit na teacher. It may be just be the subject or the predicate. Ibig sabihin, isa lang siya. Either may subject lang or pwedeng predicate lang. So study the sample non-sentences below. So this is what I have been saying. Playing the piano. So wala pa. O ano naman, kung playing the piano, it does not tell kung sino ba or what is it about or who is being talked about. Then next, wide garden. Jason's dogs. So teacher, this is a sentence because this begins with a big letter. So it does not apply because Jason is a name, so it should start with a big letter. Next, Ray and May. Oh, teacher, this is a sentence. It starts with a big letter, but it doesn't have a period. Why does it not have a period? Because it does not tell a story. It's not yet complete. O ano naman si Ray and May? What happened to them? Or what is it? What it tells about them? So wala naman. So simply, these are non-sentences. Also with sets in the west, flying a kite. So, and then if you notice, some may begin with big letter, but most of them begin with small letter. Kasi pang ano pa lang siya, pang connect with the missing part to make it a sentence. Okay, Unlike a sentence, the examples above do not give complete thoughts or meanings. Okay, for learning task 3, write S if the given item is a sentence and NS if it is a non-sentence. Okay, so take note of what we considered as clues to identify it as a sentence. So tingnan niyo mabuti. If it tells a complete thought or a story, then it is a sentence. And then ano pa yon? Ano pa yung makahanapin? If it has a subject and a predicate, then it is a sentence. And then another, if it starts with a big letter and ends with any punctuation marks such as period, question mark, and exclamation mark, then it is a sentence. However, if these three are not present, doon siya sa kabila, non-sentence. Okay, let's begin with number 1. My name is Paula Marie. My name is Paula Marie. Number 2, my wonderful pet. My wonderful pet. Number 3, Anna's new phone. Anna's new phone. Number 4, what is your name? What is your name? Number 5, her father's house. Her father's house. Number 6, the children are playing. The children are playing. Excuse me. And then number 7, Ramon sings a song. Ramon sings a song. Number 8, I am sorry. I am sorry. Number 9, playing the piano. Playing the piano. And then number 10, selling some apples. Selling some apples. If you're done until number 10, kung lahat ba yan may answer, so let's proceed with learning task 4. Group the items A to J, yung nasa baba, below, as to sentences and non-sentences. Write only the letters on each group. So we have here 2 groups. First group is sentences. Other one is non-sentences. So ilalagay nyo ang letter of each of what is given to the corresponding group, kung sentence ba o non-sentence. Letter A, reading books. Reading books. Letter B, I love my parents. I love my parents. Letter D, Clara reads some stories. Clara reads some stories. Letter E, Alexa and Arman. Alexa and Arman. Letter F, my sister bakes a cake. My sister bakes a cake. Letter G, drinking apple juice. Drinking apple juice. Letter H, Carlo recites a poem. Carlo recites a poem. Letter I, visiting my grandparents. Visiting my grandparents. Letter J, Vince's favorite toy. Vince's favorite toy. So if you're done, ano ba? Should I give a clue kung ilan for each group? Okay, pwede. Okay, for sentences, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 answers. So 5 letters dito sa group. While for non-sentences, there should also be 5. Para 5, 5. Pantay dapat. So, but the problem is, anong letter ang dapat? Okay? So, it's up to you as long as you have understood, listen to the discussion, short discussion. Okay, for learning task 5, write S in the box if it is a sentence and NS if not. So, based on the sentences below each picture. Number 1, a long belt. A long belt. Number 2, sa baba, This is our house. This is our house. Number 3, it is a beautiful bridge. It is a beautiful bridge. And then number 4, visiting my doctor. Visiting my doctor. Ay. I'm sorry. Okay, and for the last part, so if you have learned something about the sentence and non-sentence, then you can complete this paragraph. Okay, so complete the paragraph by selecting the words in the box. So the choices are combining, sentence, non-sentence. So let's begin. We have here 3 blanks. A group of words is formed by blank. Paano daw na nabubuo ang group of words? Next, blank different words. So these groups of words may either be a sentence or a non-sentence. A blank is a group of words that shows complete meaning or thought. Meanwhile, a blank is also a group of words but does not tell a complete idea. So what is it? So you only have 3 choices. Ang dali-dali lang nitong English. So that's it. Congratulations and goodbye.